It's loading the place. Nope, I got my bow out. I got my bow out. I don't know if I did that or I don't know if I did that or if the game automatically got it out. I think I meant to put the flashlight away, but well, I need the flashlight again. It's now dark. I hear water. Okay, it's light again. Water dripping. Water, water. Hey, look at that. It's down there. Looks like void. It's the void. Man. Oh, that's not water, I think. That's like stuff coming off the torch. Whoa. I don't think I've been here before. This is like a lot of water. Who's this? Who's this? The man, okay. Who's this dude? We found some dude.
Come and join me by the fire. Welcome, welcome. May I ask your name?
I'm Bort.
It's a sincere pleasure to meet you. Tell me, what brings you all the way down here?
I found this place by accident.
Then perhaps the fates brought you here to learn the secret.
I mean, that's true.
Of this place. I will tell you everything I know, but first, a request. I have been living down here alone for many years, with nobody to talk to but myself. The one thing I long for above all else before I die is a good philosophical argument with somebody astute. I'm hoping that person is you. Let us find out with this simple question. Have you deduced the name of the god responsible for the Golden Rule? Excellent. I see you are indeed
Pluto.
quite astute. Very few come to that realization before their time in the sun is over. Now, will you join me in a friendly Socratic dialogue?
So if we came here before we got that insight.
Wonderful. Then let me begin.
Let's do it.
Would you say you know the difference between right and wrong?
I'm not sure. It's a complex question.
You are an overthinker too. We're the same then. It is probably why I became a philosopher. But if you struggle with right and wrong normally, then down here with the Golden Rule, surely your struggle can only have become more difficult. Well, that's reassuring. And the truth is,
not really.
you're not alone. You see, out there in the world, being uncertain about right and wrong was acceptable because our mistakes rarely had consequences. So we would tell lies and bend rules and turn a blind eye and rationalize, and yet still find a way to think of ourselves as good people. But under the Golden Rule, morality matters. The slightest wrongdoing could result in a mass execution. So to navigate this maze, we would have to be certain about the difference between right and wrong. Wouldn't you agree?
Whose version of right and wrong? So I can do whatever the hell I want as long as I can get to that time portal. Then I'm good.
That is an excellent question, and it leads directly to my next line of inquiry. So let me ask you this. Is there one system of morality which is always perfectly correct, which you could follow in every situation and always do the right thing? How can that be? Since they all have differences, it follows that in some cases they would offer different conclusions about what is right and wrong. If there is a correct moral code, then wouldn't it follow that only one can be the correct one? Ah, you know, I think you'd find an ally in Herodotus, a scribe from among my people who lived some 400 years ago. He told the story of a man named Darius, whose curiosity was piqued when he learned that a certain tribe had the practice of eating their dead. He asked some Greeks who burnt their dead, "What would it take for you to eat your dead?" Aghast, they replied, "Nothing." Then he asked the tribe who ate their dead, "What would it take for you to burn your dead?" "Nothing," they replied, equally aghast. From this, Herodotus concluded that custom is king, that right and wrong are merely local ideas which do not survive the journey from one tribe to another. I take it you're in agreement?
Yes.
Then let me ask you this. If you visited a tribe where they ate each other, copulated with the dead, and drank wine from cups made out of human skulls, would you still maintain that within such a tribe there is nothing wrong with such conduct? And that's a credit to you. It is the mark of a civilized person to change their position when presented with a superior argument. My point is this. I don't think anyone alive truly knows any hard and fast rules about right and wrong. If there is one thing I have observed about rules, it is that virtuous people do not need them, and evil people will always find a way around them. And so we must accept our limitations, and the sad truth that no human society will ever achieve the utopia for which it strives. In mathematics, we would call it an asymptote, a line that can be approached but never reached. Because the only way to create a utopia...
I like he's still stranger. He's never introduced himself.
Such as the Golden Rule. This and no other is the root from which a tyrant springs when he first appears as a protector. And life under tyranny is no utopia at all. I'm glad to hear that. In any case, thank you for humoring an old man. I would be happy to answer your questions. You mean, how did I end up living alone in this cave with nothing but these relics of the past for company? It's a long story. I was a quarrelsome young man. At 19, I left Corinth for Rome.
Let's see what he did.
Rhetoric at one of her finest academies, so I could argue more forcefully. Back then, I used to enjoy verbally sparring with everyone I could, and I was good. One night, I found myself in a tavern in an argument with a drunken mercenary. It became heated. He drew a gladius, and I won the argument, but lost my life. I woke up on the banks of the Styx at a campfire opposite Karen. Of course, I tried to persuade her to let me return, but even with all my skill, I failed. I settled in, made friends, and learned what I could, quickly realizing our little community faced certain death under the Golden Rule. So I began looking for a place to hide underground. Fortunately, I found this.
So he actually remembers his death.
You see, I was not the first to take refuge here. I returned to my friends above, persuaded them to join me, and 12 of us descended for the last time to live out our days hidden from Hades' tyranny. They are one and the same. The Romans call him Pluto, but long before that, my people called him Hades. My generation was wiped out, turned to gold, many years ago. My friends and I were able to avoid the same fate by hiding down here. I think it's safest to assume that if I was to return, Hades would realize that his furies hadn't finished the job, and he'd send them after me again.
He's hiding from judgment. Judgment has happened with his group. Wow, that's interesting.
I fear that if you were to utter my name in the city, even by mistake, that Hades would hear you and know I am still alive. I'm afraid I am the only one left. There were 12 of us in the beginning, but one by one, my friends passed away. Some from malnutrition, others from madness and despair. It has been lonely. Before my unexpected visit from Kabash some weeks ago, I'd not seen another person in many, many years.
Wait, what? Kabash was down here. What?
Living in darkness is not without its challenges. The first challenge is diet. Fortunately, I found that eating fresh fish provides most of the nutrients I need. And sometimes, when there are Greeks...
What about scurvy?
Above, I surface at night and salvage the offerings they've left in the temple of Demeter. The greater challenge is the isolation. So I like to imagine arguments, where I argue both sides. But, like so many things in life, arguments are better with a partner. As you wish. Did we not discuss it at length already? Oh, I see. You're toying with me. You seek the plaque bearing the Egyptian inscription.
That's the one.
It is a cursed object, and I would be happy to give it to you, if Kabash had not already taken it.
Alright then.
I will tell you, but you may find him hostile. To prepare for your encounter, there are certain
hostile.
things you must know. Very few know this, but before the Romans came to this city, it was once entirely Greek. The architecture, the temples, and the people. When the Romans came, in typical fashion, they claimed it as their own, built over everything that could be built over, and renamed the things that could not. Thus, the shrine of Persephone became the shrine of Proserpina. And when they found an obelisk bearing the name Hades, they tore it off and replaced it with Pluto instead. And the city's dwindling Greek residents, witnessing this compulsive Roman conquest, decided to preserve what they could of their heritage. They gathered their art and valuables, secreted them away through the Temple of Demeter, and hid them here, out of reach of the Romans.
I'm with you so far.
I'm getting to that. You see, it was among these old Greek relics that I found the thing you seek. An even older plaque bearing an Egyptian inscription.
What did it say?
We had no idea until years later, when the first of my friends began to die. As a result of their deaths, we began to dig catacombs branching off from this cavern to lay them to rest. We extended the tunnel so far that we accidentally discovered another, an even older tunnel, which somebody had gone to great lengths to keep hidden. Suddenly it made sense why there was an out-of-place Egyptian plaque among our people's possessions. You see, we proud Greeks had thought the Romans beasts for stealing and corrupting our heritage. But it turns out this game has been going on much longer than any of us imagined. I think it is best you head through the catacombs and follow Kabash's trail. There are certain things you must see for yourself. Take this key. You'll need it to open the gate. I enjoyed our chat, but please, keep my presence here a secret, yes?
Alright, dude. You got it. Hey, look, it's a fish. It's a fish. Alright, where are we going now? I'm supposed to open a gate somewhere. Oh, I guess it's right over here. Where is this? It's over there. Okay. What's over here? Is this the way I came in? No, this is not the way I came in.
Ah, you've returned.
No, I went the wrong way. I can go down here. All right, here we go. All right, We're gonna learn a terrible maybe secret. A terrible maybe secret. We're about to find the secret that he wouldn't tell us about because we had to see it for ourselves. What could it possibly be? Aliens? It's gotta be aliens, right? You think there's aliens in this game? Because there was a fourth tablet of a language they didn't know about. So it's either, in my opinion, English, because that's what we speak, or alienings. But I guess it could be something else. Viking runes, maybe. Could they, did they go with aliens? They could have gone with aliens. I'm not gonna say I'd be shocked if it was aliens, but I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I think this is historical enough for it not to be aliens. Oh, let's get my flashlight out. You know, I like having a flashlight that doesn't run out of battery, and I hope I don't regret saying that. Yeah, I don't really want aliens, but uh-oh. Okay, I don't think these statues are gonna wake up. They're gonna look at me, but they're not gonna wake up. Oh, I get arrows. So I wouldn't have had to have had the bow by now. In fact, I wouldn't have. I thought I saw something move, but it was just that. But I don't know if the bow's even required. Like, hey, what's up, nerd? Nerd. Okay. Apparently there is evil in here. Get wrecked. That's a lot of statues. Oh, it's the Egyptian city. Why are there alive ones? And they're all looking at me too. The one shall suffer for the sins the many shall suffer for the sins of the one in Egyptian. Okay. So there you go. I wonder if that's actually correct. Right in the butt. That was in the butt. That was a miss. They heard me. Oh, that's what I. Okay, that's probably it. They probably heard me calling them nerds. You think this changes if I don't have the bow? Or did I need the bow for this to happen? Kind of wonder. What's the bow required or not? Because it told me if I didn't want action, then don't get the bow. So I wonder if I locked myself into like some action stuff by getting the bow. I don't know. It's not like it's hard though. But you had the bow where you ran from everything? Okay. Gotcha. I mean, that's what you could do. You just run through it. That one looks like it's gonna... Oh wait, that's a person.
Stop. Do not come any closer. Who are you?
I'm bored. Who are you?
I am Kabash. And let me guess. Another Greek or Roman come to loot and plunder the resting place of my ancestors.
I'm looking for an Egyptian plaque.
To what end?
I want to return it to the obelisk.
That is welcome news. You really are not Greek or Roman, are you? I was planning to return it myself, but for now, I must remain. Here, take it and restore the honor of Osiris.
Whoa, it's a plaque. Whoa, look at it. It's so shiny and not shiny at the same time. Wow. It's so textured.
Now, as for the other plaque.
The fourth plaque, you know about it?
Indeed, I have
Excellent.
it right here. I stumbled across a collection of dusty curiosities while searching for a place to hide from the
We gotta
hungry
find out what it
children of Anu.
was.
And there it was. You may not. In fact, I am about to destroy it. Because it speaks a treacherous, blasphemous lie. I will tell you, but first, do you know what this place is?
I got an archaeologist insight.
Indeed, and I see you know our history. This is the Duat. See what has become of it. I have been down here for weeks, piecing together its story. And here is what I have learned. As Egypt declined and the Greeks had their turn to flourish, their souls came here in great numbers. But instead of adopting our ways, they copied and corrupted them. When they found the obelisk bearing the name Osiris, the true god of the underworld, they desecrated it, removing his name and replacing it with Hades. Even the ferryman of the dead, known to my people long before as Kerti, they renamed to Keron. As if that desecration was not enough, they built over this place, using it as the foundation for their own underworld, so that ours was forgotten. My only solace is that the Greeks then suffered the same fate when the Romans rose to power, renaming Hades to Pluto, and the cycle began anew. I am glad to hear it, which brings me to this other, fourth plaque. It is inscribed with a script I do not recognize, but it is ancient, almost as if it is older than the plaque bearing Osiris's name. But if that is so, it would imply the gods of Egypt are mere imitations too, copied and corrupted from an ancient people who prospered even before us. And that my people did to them what the Greeks and Romans did to us. But this, I cannot accept. I sense a deception. Perhaps it is the work of Set, the usurper, seeking to undermine
see it?
Osiris once more. You will never know. This work of sacrilege must be destroyed, thrown into the black abyss below in Osiris's name. You are too late. It is done. You would plunge into the depths of the Duat with no way back up. Madness. If it will help you to see reason, then ask.
Yeah, he started out being cool, and then he was like, this plaque violates my sense of reality, and therefore I'm gonna destroy it.
I am from Rakotis, which you may know as Alexandria, the name of the city the Greeks built over it. I was a fisherman, like my father before me. Since the Romans had taken over from the Greeks, I took the opportunity to learn Latin and eventually traveled to Rome. When the fires broke out last year, I tried to help. I gathered terrified locals into my boat and led many of them to safety farther along the Tiber.
You know, he also has a bow.
On my 7th trip, a passenger demanded I wait for his brother. But we were full to almost sinking, and smoke was all around us. I told him his brother would have to save himself, and he tried to bribe me by placing a coin into my hand. When I refused, he drew a dagger and thrust it between my ribs. I awoke on the banks of the river to a stranger wearing a ram headdress. He said his name was Kirti, and at the time, I simply thought him odd. It did not dawn on me until much later that he was the Kirti, the ram-headed ferryman described in the Book of the Dead. I think if someone is to break the golden rule, it will not be me, for I try to live as I always have by the command of the goddess Ma'at. Do to the doer to make him do. As for the punishment that will come from it, I finally understand why it has long been said among my people that gold is the skin of the gods. I do not know. What
Aliens
could possibly lie beneath the underworld? Perhaps it is infinite darkness. Perhaps it is the lair of Amit, the devourer of souls. All I know is it would be unwise to venture down there.
I'm going.
Is everyone so contrary where you are from? Do not even consider it. Good. Be gone from this place. Wait. You are planning to go down there. I see it in your eyes. You would plunge into the depths of the Duat with no way back up. Madness. We shall see.
Save. All right, here we go. Woo! We're in Atlantis. Maybe the Atlanteans. What do you think? The Atlanteans? Although I still don't think that would put them historically before the Egyptians, so... Oh, here's the plaque. Sumerian plaque. Ah. It's Sumerian. It's not aliens. I didn't think it would be aliens. Atlantis is not real. I've been to Atlanta. It's real, I promise. Atlanta's real. It really is. Hey, what's up, nerd? How y'all new nerds doing? How are you nerds doing? You doing okay? I'm here to, I guess leave. I mean, that's literally what I'm here to do, leave. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh. A pressure plate to a trap. Let's step on it. Oh. Ah! I avoided your trap. Silly, silly, silly trap. Aw. And you thought you could trap me. Aw, I didn't open a new way. I thought it might open a new way. Oh, those don't look good. That looks treacherous. Those are like spiky. Okay, well, I can't go that way. It's full of traps. What the heck?
Everything's coming up Millhouse.
Oh, we can go this way. All right. We go this way. He's like, ah, no! I'm gonna die. Defend them. Oh yeah, I know what they're there to. I guess if these were the first. There goes another one. You know, you shouldn't make your pressure plate so obvious. Oh, that's gonna make one go.
When I told you that you would not find a way back up, that was not a prediction. That was a promise. You will die here. I disagree. I warned you against coming down here, against perpetuating this sacrilege, but you persisted. You have undermined and dishonored the true god of the underworld. How did you think this would end, if not with bloodshed? Very well, I will listen. But if I sense deception, or if you further insult my gods, I will carry out my threat. So tell me, why should I let you live after you salvaged this instrument of blasphemy?
If something can be destroyed by the truth, it deserves to be destroyed by the truth. That's what I want to say.
Then you admit it. You wish to destroy this
Go
sacred
ahead.
beliefs of my people. I will not allow this. Many of my ancestors
I knew that wouldn't
endured
work.
great hardship to live good lives so that we may descend to the Duat in death and be judged accordingly. We prepare to have our hearts weighed on Anubis' scale.
He's gonna
and
break
to
the
swear
golden
ourselves
rule.
Innocent of sin before the 42 assessors of Ma'at.
He's gonna
And
break
yet
it.
I arrive here to find the Book of the Dead contained only a seed of truth. And now I ask myself, did our priests steal and embellish the stories of an older people and feed us lies all our lives simply to trick us?
Well, you're
into
here, aren't you?
obedience?
Probably, but you can blame your priest for that, not me.
Blasphemer! You have sealed your own fate.
Wait, if you attack me, you'll break the golden rule.
Good. I welcome it. You see, the philosopher told me that each time it breaks, Osiris bellows with rage, and his voice shakes the very foundations of the earth. I can only hope one more tremor will lay waste to this fragile place once and for all, and you along with it.
All right.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
All right. Well, let's go. Let's get out of here. I have no idea where I'm going. Like, none. Oh, here's another ladder. Nope. We want to go this way. Maybe? No? No, not this way. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna go this way. Or not. Looks like not this way. This way seems to be blocked. Oh, this is where we came up. Okay, so we want to go this way. I guess down here. We're kind of moving further away from where we want to go. So this is not good. I don't know how to get back out, so we may just have to load. I don't know. I'm sure there's a way out. I just don't know where it is, because I don't like that everything is turned black and white. I mean, no, nothing over here. Wait, what's up there? Nothing. I don't think anything's up there. Well, actually, there might be something up there. Actually, I think there is something up here. There is something up here, but not anything useful, looks like. We could have just gone up that way. Well, that was pointless. All right, well, yeah, to you as well. You know, we've been in here. That's the thing. Oh, here we go. This looks good. Like, this is where we came from, isn't it? Isn't this where we came from? Yeah, that's where we came from. So, what the hell? How do we get in here? I'm confused. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I found it. We found it. What happened to this dude? Where'd he go? He's gone. He decided to bail. Can't say I blame him. All right, I think we're headed in the right direction now. It's loading. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Oh yeah, here we go. This is where we want to be. Kinda do need the flashlight. Basically, the lights go out. I remember how to get out of here. Like, I remember this path. Okay, I say as I completely screw it up. I say as I completely screw up the right path. Am I going back the way I came, or am I going the right way now? No. Oh wait, we can just use this. We can use the zip line. The heck? I didn't know I could use the zip line. All right, here we go. Huh, back in. We're going back in time. Oh yeah. But hey, we got the tablet.